Good day everyone. Today we will going to discuss the Article 3, Section 9 to Section 22. First of all, what is Bills of Right? Bills of Right is a declarations and enumerations of a person's rights and privileges with the Constitution is designed to protect against violations by the government or by the individual or group of individuals.
Hi everyone, my name is Tara Marie Di Deloria. I am from BSHM 3C. Today I'm going to discuss to you the Section 9, Article 3, Bill of Rights. This states that private property shall not be taken for public use without just compensation. This means that the private property shall not be taken by the government to build any infrastructure providing fair property to the owner. Example, in our daily lives, in a situation that I have to build my own coffee shop that isn't to the property that isn't mine, so I need to buy the property so that I can build my own establishment to that said property. Where the government acquires private property for public purposes such as infrastructure development, provided that the property owner receives adequate compensation for their loss. This means that if the government needs to take private property for things like public roads or public facilities, it must provide the owner with reasonable payment for their property. This is in the connection with the inherent rights of the state. This is the connection with the specifically the right of eminent domain. The Section 9 Article 3 just compensation means the amount to be paid for the expropriated property shall be determined by the proper court based on the fair market value at the time of the taking. Eminent domain is the right or power or the state of those to whom the power that's been lawfully delegated to take private property for public we use upon paying to the owner a just compensation to be ascertained according to the law. Thank you.
Bill of Rights, Article 3, Section 10. No law impairing the obligations of contracts shall be passed. So, Section 10 means that the government cannot enact laws that retroactively diminish or change the rights and responsibilities of the established and existing contracts. In daily life, this provision provides individuals and businesses with a level of legal certainty and protection. For example, if you sign a lease agreement for an apartment, the government cannot later pass a law that would invalidate or alter the terms of that contract. Consider a situation where you have a loan agreement with a bank specifying with a fixed interest rate. Section 10 ensures that the government cannot later pass a law reducing the agreed upon interest rate, thereby protecting the contractual obligations and expectations of both parties involved in the loan. So, Section 10, this constitutional provision aims to promote stability, fairness, confidence in contractual relationships by preventing the arbitrary interference of the government in private agreements.
So, good day everyone. My name is J. P. Capusano and I will be discuss the Article 3, Section 11. And Section 11 is free access to the courts and quasi-judicial bodies and adequate legal assistance shall not be denied to any person by reason of poverty. Article 3, Bill of Rights, Section 11 is all about what? It is all about the Philippine Constitution states that the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures of whatever nature and for any purpose shall be involved. These sections emphasize that the right of the people to be protected from unreasonable searches and seizures by authorities. It also stipulates the requirements of the issuance of search warrants and warrants of arrest, ensuring that these measures are not abused and are based on probable cause determined by a judge. How is it applied and used in our daily lives? Article 3 Bill of Rights, Section 11 of the Philippines Constitution has direct applications and implications in daily life. This section protects individuals from arbitrary and unjustified searches and seizures by government authorities. Here are some examples of how this provision is applied in our daily life. The first one is privacy in homes. These provisions ensures that individuals have the right to be secure in their homes and authorities cannot conduct searches or seizures without valid or warrant or probable cause. This means that individuals can feel secure in their private spaces and are protected from unwarranted intrusions. The second one is protection of personal belongings. The provision extends to the protection of personal belongings and effects such as mobile phones, laptops, and other personal items. Individuals can be confident that their personal property is protected from unreasonable searches or seizures.
Good day everyone. My name is Melvin Montior. Today I will be discussing the Article 3 Bill of Rights, Section 12. The first question is, what is the section all about? Explain extensively or comprehensively. The Article 3, Section 12 of the 1987 Constitution of the Philippines defends people from unfair arrest. It says authorities can only arrest someone with a valid court warrant, except in certain situations, like a crime happening right then, when arrested individuals have rights, like having a lawyer and knowing why they're being arrested. This section is all about preventing abuse of power by government and making sure arrests follow fair and just principles. The second question is, how is it applied and is used in our daily lives? Explain extensively and comprehensively and apply it to our situations. The Article 3, Section 12 of Bill of Rights not only protects our privacy but also ensures fair treatment in the legal system. It's important in our daily lives, especially in digital privacy. For example, when checking online messages, it requires proper warrants and lawful procedures to avoid invading personal digital spaces unfairly. This provision also sets the groundwork for a legal system that balances states' power and individual freedoms. This helps create fair interactions between citizens and authorities, making society more just and equitable. Thank you.
Good day everyone. My name is Glenn B. Babiano from Bashm 3C and I'm here to discuss Section 13, Article 3. What is Section 13 all about? Section 13, all persons except those charged with offenses punishable by reclusion perpetua when evidence of guilt is strong shall before conviction be bailable by sufficient sureties, or be released on recognizance as may be provided by law. The right to bail shall not be impaired even when the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus is suspended. Evasive bail shall not be required. How is it applied and used in our daily lives? In daily life, these principles guide the legal system and help protect citizens' rights in various legal matters. While treason itself is rare and often associated acts against the state. That's all. Thank you.
Good day everyone, my name is Clarence De Los Reyes from DSHM3C and I'm here to discuss the Article 3, Section 14. No person shall be held to answer for a criminal offense without due process of law. So Section 14 is all about the legal provision outlining of fundamental principles related to a criminal proceeding and due process. These process assures that the protection of life, liberty, and property of the citizen and person. Thus, no person shall be convicted in a criminal cases in the absence of due process of the law. In the application of the due process, conviction may proceed based from the evidence adduced by a competent court, and the accused is given the opportunity to be heard and defend. This implies the legal proceedings must adhere to established procedures and safeguards to ensure the fairness of justice. Next is, in all criminal prosecution, the accused shall be presumed innocent until the contrary is proved, and shall enjoy the right to be heard by himself and the counsel. So this section 14 apply our daily lives by upholding individual rights and ensuring fair and just legal system. For instance, when a person is accused of a crime, this section ensures that they are presumed innocent until they proven guilty, fostering a legal environment where individuals are not unfairly stigmatized. In addition, the ability to compel the witnesses and to produce evidence of one favor ensures that the accused can present defense. The provisions acknowledgement of certain circumstances where the trial may proceed in the absence of accused also recognize practical considerations but sets conditions to prevent unfair proceedings. Overall, Section 14 plays a vital role in safeguarding individual liberties and maintaining the integrity of the criminal justice system in our daily lives. So that's all for the Section 14. Thank you.
So, hi, this is Boyd Argaro, PHM 3C. So, today I will explain my insight about my topic, Article 3, Section 15. So, what is Section 15 is all about? So, the privilege of the right of the habeas corpus shall not be suspended, except cases, invention, or rebellion, when the public safety requires it. So, when it comes to this statement, it is constitutional provision that limits to the suspensions of the right of the habeas corpus. So, a legal action that protects an individual's right to be free from the awful detention or imprisonment. It indicates that the right can be only suspended in cases of the invention or rebellion, when the public safety demand to be risked, or essentially if it emphasizes the importance of protecting individuals' liberties while recognizing the need for exceptional measurement in times of the threat or public order. So I hope you understand. That's all. Thank you.
So I am Father Vic C. Dargantes, BSHM3C. So I am tackling all about Bill of Rights, Section 16. So it says there that all persons shall have the right to a speedy disposition of their cases before all judicial, quasi-judicial, or administrative bodies. So in the Bill of Rights it says of the Section 16 that every section and every person that has to recommend that all of them has the rush completion and have the rights of a rush all of the talkings in the judicial, in the administrative also bodies, and in the quasi-judicial. So in every aspect that it has to been resolved, it has to demand of what is the decision of the court who's to invalidize what is the rights of every person at committed in a certain judicial cases.
Good day, my name is Kenneth James Lumakin. Did you know that Article 3, Section 17 states that no person shall be compelled to be a witness against himself? So what does this article mean? This article talks about the constitutional rights against self-incrimination, who can use it and who can be invoked. Meaning to say, in all criminal prosecutions, the defendant shall be entitled to be exempt from being a witness against himself. Further, the defendant or the accused has the right to refuse to stand and right to refuse to answer any incriminatory questions. So who can use the self-incrimination right? Is it only the accused or the defendant? No. The right against self-incrimination is given to every person that gives evident proof or even a little clue, whether voluntary or not, in any civil, criminal, and administrative proceeding.
Bill of Rights, Section 18. No person shall be detained solely by reason of his political beliefs and aspirations. No involuntary servitude in any form shall exist except as punishment for crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted. This statement appears to be a legal provision emphasizing two principles. First, it asserts that individuals cannot be detained solely based on their political beliefs and aspirations. Second, it prohibits any form of involuntary servitude except as punishment for a crime after a fair conviction. Essentially, it aims to protect individuals from arbitrary detention based on political views and ensure that forced labor is only permissible as a legal consequence for committed crime.
Good day. I am Warren Beldistrao and I'll be discussing Article 3, Section 19. What is Article 3, Section 19 all about? Bill of Rights safeguard against unreasonable searches and seizures. It ensures individual privacy by requiring lawful warrant basis on probable causes for searches. This provision emphasizes judicial oversight, mandating that warrant be issued by a judge, especially is warrant is crucial, preventing general searches, while recognizing exemptions in cases like hot pursuit. The section establishes a balance between individual rights and states' interests in law enforcement, upholding fundamental principles of privacy and due process.
Article 3, Section 20 is all about how it protects people from being imprisoned for having a huge amount of debt or a non-payment of a full tax. Somehow, the creditors can still bring you to the court to demand an enforced payment of your debt. How this section applied and used in our daily lives? Well, having a debt is not bad, but we have to do a payment for it. And not just because there is an Article 3, Section 20 that cannot imprison people, is we are going to rely on. The thing that we are going to remind ourselves every single day is when we offer something, we have to pay or return the same thing as well.
Good day everyone, my name is Manfred Gitalaga from BSHM3C. No person shall be twice put in jeopardy of punishment for the same offense. If an act is punished by a law and an ordinance, conviction of acquittal under either shall constitute to a bar to another prosecution for the same act. In the Philippines, the principle of double jeopardy prevents an accused person from being tried again for the same offense. After they have been acquitted or convicted, the principle is grounded the protection of an individual's rights against being subjected to multiple trials for the same offense. Like, for example, just like due process, double jeopardy is a favorite phrase that is used not only by lawyers but by non-legals as well. It provides that nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb. It protects a person from endless litigation. It prohibits different prosecutions for the same offense. It does not protect defendants from multiple prosecutions for multiple offenses. For example, a person is acquitted of murder could be tried again on the lesser included offense of involuntary manslaughter. It can be applied on us that before thinking of doing anything, we should analyze if it's against the law. We should not commit crimes because it's always has punishments, and we should follow rules and obey the law, because once is a mistake and twice is a choice, and we only live once. Waste it or live on it and become a law-abiding citizen. Thank you.
Philippine Constitution Article 3, the Bill of Rights Section 22. No ex post facto law or attainder shall be enacted. An ex post facto law is a law that acts retroactively or after the fact to criminalize an act that was legal at the time it was committed. How is it applied and used in our daily lives? One which alters the legal rules of evidence and receives less testimony than the law required at the time of the commission of the offense in order to convict the accused.